welcome along to another episode. So here we are, waiting by Ripon, just waiting to go in. The guy that we're meeting has just gone past us, he's just gone in. So we're just sitting here now waiting. I got the engine running just to charge the battery because I was parked up all night and it did get cold, so the light heater on, so I just charged the battery to make sure we don't have a flat one now. Because obviously we got to knock it on and off when we're down there loading the machine. So we got to pick up a B45 and take that over to Swindon, and we got an A40 from there up to Carnforth, and tomorrow then it's back here, pick up an A40, take that to Carnforth, and then we got another A40 then from Settle to Carnforth, and then a dozer from Settle to Carnforth, and then we got to go up to Newcastle and pick up a 180 and bring that back. So because there's such a lot of moves, I thought maybe what we'll do a little bit of a mosh pit, so that we can try to get the whole week's worth in together. Like, so I've done one move this week, which is just an 8-tenner from the yard up to Stoke-on-Trent, but that was just basically to get me out there and up to here then, ready for all these moves. So a dozer will be Thursday morning, hopefully load the 120 Thursday afternoon and start making my way back in. So it should be back in around about afternoon, lunchtime sort of thing. So that is the plan. Moving order on this one, it's changed because we've got a weak bridge, so we've got to go out a different way, so it's a bit disconcerting. And what I should have done on the way in is just recce that road, like. So that's us leaving the quarry with this B45 on. Remember, this B45 is the biggest I can carry on this unit and trailer combination. So we're going to make our way down to Ripon now, and then all the way around then. It's a shame we can't use a 61 and a 65, because that would save us a lot of time. But that's where the moving order goes, so that's where we got to follow it. Once we get over Swindon now, it's been a bit of a change of the plan. The machine which I was meant to lift there is not going to be ready until tomorrow, so I'll be coming back here then, across the 59 and up to 61 to pick up another A40 to make our way around towards Carnforth, ready for tomorrow morning. Tip that off, go and grab a machine in Arkrow, tip that off, and then go down to Swindon, then lift that, and then tip that off in Carnforth then. So we're still on track, it's just we're doing things wrong differently. We have pheasant there, look. Or is that a grouse? That's a grouse, that is. I think that's a grouse, and it could be a pheasant, I don't know. I know, they're pheasants, look. Or is it a grouse? I don't know. What's the difference? What's the difference between a pheasant and a grouse? Is it a difference? Are they different birds? I don't know. But that just looked like something you see on the side of a famous grouse whiskey bottle. That's why I thought it was a grouse. Could well be, but they seem bigger. But they could be bigger this time of year because they've stocked up on food, I don't know. One of them things. Anyway, we're going to crack on. I'll just chuck in a few highlights on the way, because we're trying to get all this in together. It's going to be a very long episode, this, what I would have thought. So we're on the M62 now, just past Leeds, making our way up and over the top. See, it is a bit of a drag this way, just because of the weight that we are, and the hills that we got to go up. And there's a very highly likely chance that we'll get stopped by the DVSA or the police. It's just, this section of road is probably the worst in the UK. So every time we come across here, you expect that you're going to get stopped. I just hope that things like that get stopped before me, so then they don't stop me in the meantime, if you know what I mean. So it's one of them things. I don't particularly like driving across here when loaded, just because you know you're going to get stopped, because they're so strict on it. And the trouble is with the police, they see us as bragging rights, believe it or not, because they pull you over. I know, you know, they pull you over to check. A lot of police forces will do that, but they seem to be more up here that they'll find anything that they possibly can to issue you that fine, even though some police officers, some police forces will probably say, right, okay, you're making the vehicle safer, blah blah blah, up here you get a fine. It's happened to me in the past. I had orange beacons on at the back because I had a machine over the hanging. I wasn't in a move, you know, I didn't need to follow a movement order. I was underweight, underwidth, but I got pulled in then because they reckon it was misuse of orange beacons, even though I was making the vehicle safer because it was raining and dark. I've spoken to other police forces and they said, you're making the vehicle safer, you know, I mean, they would have let it go, like, because you're making the vehicle safer. Up here around this neck of the woods, it's a different story. But you do get rewarding views of driving across the top, which does make a bit of a difference. And it's just one of the things that you got to put up with. Greater Manchester never used to be that bad, but they've just got a bit of OTT at the moment, and they need. The trouble is, I wouldn't say they need to wind their necks in and everything like that, because they certainly don't, because they're doing their job. However, they need to think about it a little bit more into regards the ones, you know, the people like us which are legit then, because there's a lot of people which come across here going over to Liverpool, they go across over to Ireland or elsewhere, and they get stopped quite regularly and they haven't got movement orders and stuff like that, which gives them all the encouragement that they need to start pulling every single vehicle across here, because they know 99% of the time they're going to find something which is wrong, because the amount of people, operators, which are running illegally then across these sections, like. So it's them we got to blame, not the police. But as for the sake of making sure that you get a fine, you know, instead of just leaving you on your way, they need to calm down on that sort of stuff, like. And that's only because I had a personal experience, and so I got a little bit of a grudge on it, you know what I mean, because of that, like. But you expect I'm going to have a little bit of a grudge on it, because the fine I was given was very, very petty, but the offence that they said I had broken was basically me driving down the road with blue lights on. Because when you look into the offence, it's you know, I mean, you can drive in with blue lights on, drive in with it's improper use of orange beacons then, but it would have been the same as if I had green beacons or red beacons, blue beacons. They would have fined me the same. But look at that view down there. That's Huddersfield. Look at that. A stunning view that is. It is a nice part, neck of the woods. So we're going to crack on. Hopefully we get past, I think it's Rochdale where they pull you in, and we'll check in a little bit later on. There's the farm which is in between the motorways there. You can't see it because the trees there obviously, but the farm's just there, see it? So you got the westbound side, which is what we're on, and then the eastbound side, which is the other way. So we've just gone past one reservoir. There's another reservoir just there, so it's not there. So it is nice to drive over here, because it's, look how scenic that is, you know what I mean? You don't get that on any other motorway. It looks like we are coming up to a bit of a queue though with these signs. Show you where we are now. So we've passed Huddersfield. We're just making our way across the 62. This junction here is the main one where we got to be careful out of. But we'll come down here across the 60, and then we'll head up. We'll head up towards Preston, and then across the 65 to where we need to go, just up here. So where we've come from, believe it or not, is just up the top, yeah, down, across, back up and come across, and it's a shame we just couldn't come down and across and up to it. It's a shame, so we got to come a long way around. So we're coming up to that mile for where the hot spot is, where we get stopped. It's looking good so far. We haven't had no activity, no police go past, nothing's come in front of me as of yet, which is always a bonus. It's probably one of the rare few occasions that we're actually making it across without being pulled in. So just off of this junction, just up the top here, just off this roundabout, is a DVSA checkpoint. So that's where I've been pulled in the past with the police. The police and the DVSA use it. So it's literally just up there on a left hand side off the roundabout. And they'll check you over, but we seem to be alright today. We'll go past it and we'll carry on. Normally if you look online and you see the pictures of where vehicles normally get pulled in and you see them parked faced in, and they'll take a picture of the back end of the vehicle, you know, so you know the back end of the vehicle normally, that's because of it's there, because normally you drive in and reverse out for them bays a bit, rather than pull in, drive in and drive out like there's unusual on that one. But I always make sure when if I get pulled into there, I'll make sure that I ask them to reverse me out, because you can't see nothing behind you anyway. So, and if anything else comes in, you don't accident when they're on your doorstep, and you know what I mean. So we're gonna crack onto the M60, which is basically still a 62. It's just a ring road around Manchester. Because it's a lower number, the motorway takes that number then. So, which is I'll show you now, which is this, that's the M60 going around there, so we're not far off from joining that. But then we'll go on the M60, and before we come back onto where the M62 is, we'll take this motorway here then, which I think is a 66, if I remember off the top of my head. I don't know why I got 61 and 66 in my head and I'm getting confused, but I think it's 66. We'll find out when we get a bit closer. But that's the way we're heading then, up towards Preston. Yeah, my mistake, M61 it is. So we're just in that lane now, ready to come off the go up there. We got a little bit of traffic, I don't know what the hold up is, but hopefully once we get past this section, we'll be straight through in, hopefully. See how we get on now. It's just a shame the lane that we want to be in is a slower one, isn't it? You know, that's the way it goes sometimes. Just coming up the quarry, there it is, that's the loading point there. We're on 4 hours and 25 minutes of driving, so that's pushing it a bit like. But it doesn't help that there's hearse in front of us. Has happened to delay us a little bit. So it is what it is. We've got your own time. I'll go around to the loading point now, and we'll have a couple of minutes to spare, so I'll have my break and then we get it offloaded then, nice and easy, so you can see where we are in the middle of nowhere. But we turn in by here and we are here. So this is the first one done, well not done yet, we haven't got it off, but the first one almost complete. I'm hoping, so I got 4 minutes of driving time left, so I just got to drive around and then just pull up on the right hand side there now, and we offload it there, so that's not a problem. So that's our machine tipped off. We're currently making our way towards Ripon now. Back there, get the E40 on. So it was nice and easy. The boys fed who's down when I was on my break, they started undoing the chains and everything, so all it was ready to reverse off. So we dropped the 645 off, and we're just coming past this top secret place on the left hand side that you don't know what's there. And you can't see that any of them white radar balls there. Can't see any of them. It's all top secret, that is. Shh. So we're just coming past there. And so we're on the 65 now, making our way back to Ripon. We've just gone past where the landslide was. I was going to film it, but unfortunately, it's not unfortunately, I was on the phone to the wife. I was talking about the dogs. So they're doing well, except Scarlett, the new one that we got, she's become very vocal. So we just need to get something like a collar or something like that, which just gives off a little bit of a scent, just to relax them a bit so they're not so anxious. So we'll have a look at pet store for that. Like, we're not like the old school way where you used to have a collar, bark and give them electric shock cuts. It's not the humane way of doing things now. So we can't see RAF Menwith on the left hand side. Not that I mention the name, it's meant to be top secret. Anyway, RAF Menwith, it's not there, you can't see it. It's not, none of them white balls are associated with it, look. Anyway, we're going to make our way to Ripon. We're going to get that other A40 on, and then we're going to see how far we're going to get. See how we get on then, progress forward. So here we are back at Ripon. Not a bad time, 10 to 3. So we're back down here. A lot quicker to get down here when you haven't got a machine on the back, I can tell you that for sure. So we're going to load here and then make our way tonight, plan the route out and get as far as we can, ready for the morning. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow. Saying that though, it's been a busy day today. Now we're coming up to only 10 minutes shy of 6 hours of driving already. So let's get into this quarry, get down the haul road, get this machine on, and get going. Right, let's crack on. So that's us loaded with the A40 on now. Just making our way across the 62. It's gone a bit dark now. Pretty straightforward. Got this on, started making our way down. Probably got a bit of traffic in front of us, so I'm not sure where we're going to stop for the night. It's trouble. This is such a busy motorway that everything fills up, so it's a bit of a struggle to find somewhere to park on route, like, you know what I mean, which is the route that we got to follow. Now we have got we can stop on the M61, but not only is that the worst rated motorway in the UK, motorway services in the UK for cleanliness and stuff like that. I don't know if they'll take movement orders, so we may have to pay for parking because it's a Euro garages. So I'm not 100%. So we'll see how we get on. We try to stop on the motor just after Rochdale there. But as that snap parking, like if you watch the other videos I've talked about snap parking, basically it's a company can register with Snap. They can go into a place, the driver just goes into a place where snap parking, a truck stop or anything like that, just gives them the registration, and then it gets charged to an account, and then obviously then the employer then, or the company, gets billed every month or whatever it is they pay for parking. So all motor services are now become Snap, which means because of that they become very, very busy. Where before it was alright for us to go and pull in a parking, we would have space. Now they now the parking situation in them tends to be overwhelming, you know. I mean, unless you're there early, and like 3 o'clock, you're going to struggle, because a lot of the foreign trucks as well use snap. So welcome break doesn't use snap, which means there's a lot of space. But this is the first services we're going to come up to shortly, like, you know what I mean. So I don't really want to be stopping there, because it's a bit of a shortfall of where we're going. But we'll see what the traffic's like now. You know, I mean, how bad this traffic's going to be. You know, if it's bad, then we'll stop there, because the thing is, we're not really going to get into that one after Rochdale. You know, we got to think of it realistically. With the traffic and everything, we're probably not going to get in there. So the other option then is to either go up to that worst rated services in the UK, which I don't particularly want to, because I would like a shower tonight, and if it's really bad, I won't shower in there. So we see what the traffic's like here now, because driving wise, we just got under 3 hours. So we've just got over the top. We're coming towards Manchester now, just coming up to the M60. So we've got past Rochdale twice in one day without being stopped. That's unheard of. So we're just coming onto the M60. We'll be on that for a short little bit. We've had a really good run. I thought we would have been hitting loads of traffic, but we've had a really good run, much better than this morning. So I'm glad that we've come through here this time, where we can just sail through. And we're doing really good on driving hours as well because of that. Because we haven't hit traffic, we're not really struggling on driving hours. So that's opened up a lot more options to us. So I'm going to push it on a little bit further, and I'm going to call into that services on the 61 just to see how far the first services on the M6 is. But I think we got more than enough time to do it anyway. I think it's Lancaster services. It is. It's Lancaster. I'm sure it's Lancaster services. Now, if we can make there, they'll be landed. They'll be sorted for tomorrow. But if we can, you know, we see how the time goes now. Anyway, I would say we could push on a little bit further, but that's a moto. Lancaster services, I think, is a moto as well. And again, we go in by the things of if it's snap, it's going to be busy. Lancaster has got a wide load bay, but every Tom, Dick and Harry parks in there. It's the only problem. Like, it's a shame really. They don't really police them, like. But if it is a welcome break, there stands a good chance that people are just in there having a break, and you know, the spaces will free up, like. So we have made it to Lancaster services. As you can see, the wide load bay is in front of me here. But unfortunately, you've got a truck with 3 forklifts on there in front, which you can't see. So it's dark. If I check my lights on, just see his tyres. It's a shame. He's got 3 forklifts on anyway, which obviously is a wide load. And then when this truck moves out the way, we've got this yodel there which is unhitched, so he's pulled away from his unit. But his box trailer that he's got is obviously a wide load as well. Or maybe he's pulled it in front of it to make it look like a long load, so you can park there for the night. But anyway, we've managed to get into this lucky space there, which is for coaches. But so the majority of us are in coach space there. But the thing is, you're not going to get in. There's no space there. And I could try for the next services, but it's just as small as this. So grab whatever spaces you can, and that is it. So that's it. Let's shower, go sort out parking, and call it a night. Oh, good morning. So we're still en route to this E40. We just left the services now. We make our way up pick up diesel, talk up the tanks. We don't really need to pick up diesel, but we got a full day's work ahead of us today and a move tomorrow, and we're not going to be in the kindest of places for miles per gallon. So we need to fill up our tanks, fill up the tank with fuel so it's brimmed, so that we got enough fuel to last us that, because there's nowhere en route or anywhere where we work in which has where's a fuel station for us to fill up. So we, even though we filled up last night, we got to fill up again today. Even if it's like 50 or 60 litres, that 50 or 60 litres could make you to a fuel station or not, innit? So you don't know how much fuel you're going to use. We got to move, we obviously got to get this up the rest of the way, and we've got to move an additional 3 machines as well in a not really forgiving road. It's up and down, bends and everything, so wouldn't surprise me in a couple of them places I'm doing less than a mile to the gallon, like. Well, that's just filled up with fuel now. It's a bit strange with the truck behind. He was waiting for me to pull off, even though I was in the middle, and there was a pump by the side of me, so he could have had, you know, fuel from either side of his lorry if he needed to fill up, like. And being a Renault, he could have used the one on the left hand side of me, but he just sat there waiting, like. I only chucked in 100 litres just to top up the tanks, but that, like I say, that 100 litres can make a difference, you know what I mean? Considering it's a 460 litre tank, you know, 100 litres is, it's just, you know, it's just shy of a quarter of a tank. Let's slow her back down. Got a bit carried away then. So hopefully this weather stays nice today. It's looking like it's going to be a good start. But you see it is clearing over there. So hopefully that stays like that. Pull in there. I don't know where I'm gonna go. So that's us all tipped. Nice scenery when the sun's up. Anyway, our local star. Just gonna make our way to Arco now, which is, we should be there within the hour, to be honest with you. Still a bit cold, around about 2.5 degrees at the moment, so I haven't really warmed up. Don't think I'll be able to film in that quarry, just because where we are tipping is where they're working. Well, I wouldn't say working, but vehicles are moving around that area. We got a quiet patch where we are, but I don't think they'll like us to see, you know, me advertise what's going on there, to be honest with you, because that's where quarries are sometimes. So we'll make our way down to Arco now, load up another 840, bring our back up here, tip that off, and then we'll head down towards Swindon then, where we'll load up a dumper there, another 840, and that's coming back up here as well. But whether we could do that today, I don't know, because the time we get down there it's going to be 11ish. By the time we get back up here and then get that tipped off, you know what I mean, it's looking around what, 1 o'clock. By the time we get down to Swindon, get that loaded, I don't think we're going to make this quarry opening time, to be honest with you. So I think it'll be just to park up and wait until the morning, and then tomorrow then we're going to move a dozer as well. So we just turned off the road now, come up towards Arco Quarry. We'll go up this little lane. The quarry's just there in front of us. 3 quarries here, one to the left which is dry rig, Arco, and then it's another one on the other side then, which is Horton. But Horton's a bit of a pain because you've got to drive all the way around because of the villages. It's still a bit cold up here. Well, it's that cold, the water's frozen from the flooding the other day. You see, it's that, well, it is that cold up here, even the sheep have turned white, look. You know what I mean? Get this A40 on. It'll take us about 45 minutes to get that on. Then we'll be on our way again. Back up here, take us on about an hour, take us a little bit longer. Well, take us just over an hour, take us a little bit longer to get up here this time. So, half 11, half 12 maybe, half 12, get it off half 1. Hour and a half, half 1, 2, 3 o'clock back down there, Swindon. 2 hours up. Just touch and go whether I get that last one off today. Probably tomorrow morning now. So we just come past the Heart's Head and Settle. We're going to go through this ropey bit now. Now I know a driver which used to work for us. He got stuck on this hill, so it's not for the faint-hearted. The road is wet, which means it's going to be slippy, which is not the best traction there. The tyres on this lorry are not new, they're worn. You know, I mean, there's still plenty of life left, and I'm liking it, but they're worn. They're not brand new, so they're not going to have the same sort of tread effect. So to start off with, the gearbox is in performance, so that should give us that extra bit of torque that we need. I don't think we're going to get a run up to it, just because if we got anything coming the other way, as you can see, it's quite tight. I got a few driving aids that I can engage. At the moment, 21 miles an hour, and we haven't even got to the hill yet. So as we come down, you can see you can't have a bit of a run up to it, but this is the hill going up just up here. So we got to get up to the top there, and this is the bottom part here. So wish me luck. I can't lift the axle at the moment because I'm doing 30 mile an hour and it'll only lift below 20. Speed limit is going to be a bit of an issue with us. As you can see, just coming over that little bit of a brow, you know, we lost quite a bit of speed there, like. And we haven't even just gone up to the base of the hill now. So, a foot is pinned to the floor, and let's go. We've got 2 lanes, so cars can overtake us. So as you can see, it's not that steep at the moment. We're in 7th, doing 21 mile an hour. Lift the axle again, that traction that we're going to need for this next little bit here now. Gear, 10 mile an hour. And didn't do too bad coming up there, fair dues. It's better than I was expecting it to. So we dropped that A40 off. Going to pick up another one now from Skipton, which isn't this isn't too bad. It's let's say we can get it loaded. We're not going to get it off today though, so we'll be stopping in a lay-by on the way out there. Might be one of these, believe it or not. So that's all we got to do is run in then tomorrow morning. The job haven't turned out to be too bad. Then once we tip that in the morning, we come down, collect the dozer, take that up there as well. That is us done and dusted with them jobs, and what we got after that, I don't know. So we'll see what happens. So take this moment now, if you like to help the channel out, then that's all you got to do then is hit the super thanks button below. I'll let you give money to the channel. So you just slide it to whatever you want it to be, and then click purchase, and then that money will be on its way to myself. Then the money invested into the channel will be used to buy more like more cameras, more things that make the videos better, like, you know what I mean. So that sort of stuff. If you want something back in return, I want to subscribe to the channel as a member. So it's like a membership then. So it's not technically a subscribe, it's a membership. We'll get it right now. You can click on the join underneath the video, select which package you want, and away to go, like, you know what I mean. That is a monthly subscription, and the money from that then does go towards reinvested back into the channel again. Also, this video and all the videos now all the way up to the end of January will be you'll able to view the videos before they are actually out on YouTube. No, you know, before they general release, like. So the memberships will have, all members from silver and above will be able to view the videos as soon as I post them, and then, which normally a Saturday or Sunday, so it depends when I edit them, and then come after January, then it'll go back to platinum, which is where it's currently at now, which is the highest tier. So you get that perk now for December and January. So if you want to see the videos before everybody else, then make sure you purchase the membership one from silver and above, and that will get you that privilege in. So them are the two ways you can help out the channel. Other ways you can do is also by liking, subscribing, sharing and commenting down below as well. Them are other ways you can help out the channel, because the more activity it is on a video, the more YouTube pushes it out. So that's what we want. Because if we push it out, and that's totally free to do, if we push it out, we can reach more people and we can grow the channel a bit faster for you know, so that we can hit the targets that we need to be hitting. It makes it worthwhile then. Right, let's carry on. We just passed Skipton now. Just about to come underneath the railway bridge here. No, Skipton, that's where we head into. We're just passing Settle, we are. Ah, losing the plot, yeah, man. It's So we got this railway line which comes across, and then you got that other railway line. This is pretty much where it splits. So here we are, just leaving Swindon with that A40. We're not going to get to the quarry tonight to tip it off. They shut the 4. Our ETA is probably about 5. So, or just before there, so we'll stop short in a lay-by for the night. Now we get this off in the morning. So it's morning time. You can see it's -3 outside at the moment. But we did get to the lay-by that I wanted to get to, which is ample space. But it's very, very dark up here. Very dark up here. Which means that the stars are incredible. I'll show you a few shots which I took last night before I went to sleep. The stars. There's something else. Really, really bright up here, like it. You know what I mean? It's shockingly bright, the stars. But yeah, we just made ourselves a coffee. Just about to do our first use check, and then we're going to be on our way to get there for 7 o'clock. So we'll start this up now. Check all the oil. It doesn't show you a gauge on this, it just says okay. Oil level, okay. Bit unusual for the air pressure to drop down, but it is cold, so the air will condense. So that'll reduce the air pressure in the tanks then. But we'll keep an eye on that just in case we have got an air leak, because it's very rare for that to drop down. I think it's just because the outside temperature has dropped. So, right, let's get this started. Just like so. Build the air up and take a walk around and have a look. I don't know if you can see any of them, but the stars are just absolutely insane out there tonight. Well, we've made it to the quarry. It is absolutely freezing outside. I'm not looking forward to taking this off. I'm gonna freeze. I don't like the cold. I need to be living in Spain this time of year, I think. 100%. Anyway, we're gonna get this off and then going back and get the dozer, and that'll be the last job up here then, and I don't know what we're doing after that. So we'll see how we get on. Just wait for him now. He's just got in by there now, so he's gonna book us in, and then we go from there then. I think he's gone in anyway. So you give me a thumbs up and be ready to go, I think. Just hope we could get up there. It's a bit cold this one. Oh, there he is walking in now. Shouldn't be too long. So we've tipped that A40 off now. Make our way down to get this dozer. As you can see, we've got the sun in front of us, a low sun as we're travelling east. Can be a bit bright at times. Everything's white there, including the sheep, look. Second time in this video, it's not good, is it? Time is 0 degrees at the moment. Minus 0.5 now, it's gone down. So yeah, it's still below freezing. I'm just coming in doing Ingleton now. Pass through here. And then carry on up to dry rig. Once we get there, then we load the dozer, take that up to Carnforth there, where we've been going back and forth to through since yesterday. Right, so that's us loaded with the dozer on, as you can see behind us. There it is following us. And we're going to make our way out now. We're not going to turn right down there because that's, I know, for a truck haulage company which did turn right down there, and let's put it this way, caused a lot of palaver and didn't really get out, if you know what I mean, with the dozer on. But it's mad bit. I don't know if you can see it, but the way the rocks are lined on the thing, it's like obviously the sediment would have gone horizontal, but yet the line's going down, the sediment's been pushed almost vertical, look. So on a 45-degree angle there, the sediment is. It's absolutely crazy, this rock quarry. So that does lead out to where we going, but as you can see now they've put signs there not to go through. 7'6" is the width. So we got Mark in front of us and he's going to take us out. He's got a new van, so he had a small van before, he's got a big van now. But I like Mark. I gotta get on good with Mark, like, and he thinks quite a lot ahead of what we're doing, so it's good because he'll shoot off old stuff back for me. You know, it's really good to have somebody who's thinking on the same wavelength as you. Then that makes a hell of a difference. If you remember on one of the episodes, I can't remember which one it is, but there was people all walking up here and I was coming down. What episode was that? You know, I can't remember. I know we've done a few moves up this neck of the woods. I think we had Mark with us then as well. I think I was a dozer. That was a dozer episode, that was. If I find it, I'll put a link up, but don't guarantee on it, because I honestly can't remember which one it is. Anyway, we're going to carry on making a move. If we do get to a few highlighted bits, I'll chuck them in, because this is an interesting move. It's my personal favourite. Made it through all the corners without a bother. It's nice, nice little bit of road that is. Once you get over a certain hill, it opens up nicely and everything, you can get past the right. So we're just coming into Settle now. Turn right here, follow the road out. I dread to think if we went left there, because that's Settle town centre, that is. And I dread to think what that would be like. Yeah, no, it's on my way. Yep, no, it's on my way. Giggleswick. (1907) that college was founded. It's mad, isn't it? I think they would have gritted the path for that gentleman not to slip, innit?
Pathway, mate, Land Rover.
Yeah, no problem.
Somebody that's through the pathway with the dog.
No worries, I got him. Graveyard there, look. Popular place that is, they die and they get in there. Still a wait then. Still come like, let's wait till I'll do the manoeuvre around you. Don't carry on driving towards me, because you're making my gap a lot smaller. But don't worry, that's just one of many. Yeah, no problem. So we're on the last leg now before we get there. This is where it does get interesting. We've gone through some narrows, which was very entertaining, but I wasn't recorded. Again, as it happens, like one van driver, if you could lip read, it was a very rude words that he was saying, but he was panicking. He was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, but using the S word instead. He had to reverse back a bit, then he realised that he came around that corner a little bit too fast than what he needed to, because obviously I got the escort in front of me, he's warning him. Yeah, no problem. And obviously they ignored him, and then he see me and he was just like, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, no worries. On my way. That bus carries on and going over the left, he'd be dropping people off in the field.
Yeah, I know, big touch here, mate.
I'll even come past now. Yeah, no problem, I'll wait for him to come past now. We've got an absolute shed load of traffic behind us. Unfortunately, there's nowhere for us to pull in, and we're going to be turning left just not far up a road anyway. There's nowhere for us to pull in to leave it past. It's and some of the lay-bys are too narrow and we'll be sticking out, so it's going to cause cars to go across the other side of the carriageway, and it's just too dangerous. So they'll have to just grin and bear it behind us. But we haven't got long to go anyway. We're coming to the end of it now anyway, so it's not a problem. There we are, just coming up behind you now. Still a bit chilly out there, 1 degrees. I wouldn't say it's any Spanish weather, that. Definitely wear a few layers when you're working outside. It got told to wait by there, and yet they... Yeah, no worries. They get told to wait by you, and you can see how they still carried on going after they went past him. And then they panic again because it's... Unless he's physically stopping them. Yeah, no problem. So that is the last lay-by we could pull into the leave and pass, but this roundabout is where we turn and left at. Taxi driver could have moved over a little bit. They don't think sometimes. So this roundabout up here now we're going left on, and then we just follow the road in then. So left of this roundabout, straight across the next one, and just keep it following until we come up to a 7.5 ton then.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, go on. So we're straight across this roundabout.
Straight out, really?
Yeah, straight across this one.
Okay, it's a long way, mate.
Oh, I know. We're gonna need a 45-hour rest for that, I think.
Well, the next job's come through now.
Alrighty. When we come up here now, I'm gonna be stopping behind them just before where them lorries are up there now, and just wait for the thumbs ahead before we go into the quarry.
Okay, right.
So that's us down here, made it, job done, and we're just got to wait for the thumbs up now, and then we're good to go then. So I'll let him know that he doesn't need to stay with us. If he wants to shoot off, he can. So we tipped that dozer off, and we're making our way back now. There's nothing up this neck of the woods at the moment, but we could have a phone call, say change of plan or something. And just like that, work changes. So I got down as far as Preston, doubling back now, back up to Kendal. Got to lift the machine from there and take that down to Avonmouth now. There's only a small loading shovel it is. So pick that up, take that down. It's about the size of an L90, something like that. Lift that. And then that'll probably be us done for tomorrow, so not too bad at all. So we just off the 5-9 went up outside Kendal. Kendal's over to the left there, sort of area. Now we can't go into Kendal, but because obviously a weight limit, so I've been told that we got to come in here, use this private road in, because obviously that bridge there's a quarry, so that's not where we're going to. She said follow this in. It'll come up to a point where you can't turn right because the bridge is shut, which is that bridge there. So turn left there. So it must be another entrance, and then come down there, and she said you'll see some green railings on the corner. So you gotta be careful now we don't miss this turning, because just down by here is if you carry on going on this road, you're going to hit the 7.5 ton. So I think you'll probably get up to the 7.5 ton point and then turn left, I would have thought. We'll see now, because you are coming in the Kendal here at the top half. So I see some green railings with a concrete plant on the left. It's nice stonework on the walls though. It surprised me if it's got that sign quarry that we just seen, it'll be signposted again. Nice houses up here though. Well, there's a green railings. So we're going to turn left up here. There's the concrete plant that they said on the corner. So we've got to follow the road up. And I've seen a sign, Seuss. So this is good. We in there, or we over here on the left. I'll have to find out. Scripts on wood and green base, door 1, door 2. So where does she want me? Where shall I park? Let's have a look up here, because the way bridge up here. Alright, down there. See, we're going over there. He just guided us now. Happy days, let's go and park up. So we've collected that machine. We're currently down by Preston now at the moment. We're in a bit of traffic. So it's probably going to delay us a little bit, not too much so. I'll probably stop in Cannock Richard tonight, because it's getting a bit late for Lim truck stop and I won't have space to park here. So we'll have a look at Cannock Richard first. See if we can get space to park a bit. I don't know what the cause of this traffic is. It's been slow now for the last 10 minutes. But we'll make our way down as down there and then we pull in. But this machine we got on now is a Hyundai 955 XML or something like that it's called. Never mind, I got my indicator on. Usually that's the thing, just ignore you. So we got this machine on now. Luckily for us, it's only 2.7 meters wide, so we don't have to follow movement order because the width, and it's only 18 tons, so we don't have to follow the movement order because of the weight either. Because it's with us as well. Say for example, the machine is a little bit heavier than what it stays on there. Say it was 19 ton, then that would make us 40 ton. So, which is not bad. Shah's got a long bucket on it. So what I'll do, I'll show you later on, or well, when it's light there, or if it's light in the service, when we stop, I'll record it and chuck it in around now. But it's got a long bucket on it, so which means we can't chock the front wheels up against the neck. So there's a couple of timbers in front of the wheels that class as a chock, and then we got 2 chains at the back pulling back, 2 chains in the middle pulling back, and 2 chains at the front then pulling forward. And that makes it, we got 20 tons worth of chains pulling it back. And the chocks in front, so it should stop with that forward movement then, because remember, when you're loading a lash in, you're going to make sure you stop 100% of the forward movement, 50 to the side, 50 to the rear. So we have managed to park up in Carnac Richard. We've got pulling here of space, so we'll stop here for the night, as we've done 13 hours anyway, and we don't really need to be pushing on. We're going to have a shower, and if we did push on, we're going to struggle to find it to park up somewhere. So we're going to have a shower, call it a night, and then we will crack on tomorrow. So see you in the morning. Good morning. Just catch us as we join in the M6 on the services last night. It is Friday. Yay! Made it to the end of another week. We've got to get this loading shovel down to Avonmouth now. However, there's a couple of curveballs in the way at the moment. The M6 is shut down by Stoke-on-Trent, just after junction 15, down towards Stafford. So at the moment it's not really causing much problems, but it's been an accident. So they plan on opening it back up according to the Highways Agency at 7:30. So we keep an eye on that one, because I've seen accidents before in the Highways Agency and they've just extended it every hour, like. So we'll see how that pans out, because that could mean coming off of junction 15 and going down the A34 and sitting on a lot of traffic just to bypass it. And saying that though, I would assume that if people are going to go down the M1, they probably would carry on going across the 500. So I'll keep an eye on that, see how it goes. And yeah, let's say we're still a good 60 mile away from it anyway, so you know, Kiel services is about 55 miles from where we are, so we still got a good bit of distance for it to be all cleared up. So hopefully the time we get down there it will be clear. Now, we're not doing too bad coming down. We had a little bit of traffic around by Manchester, nothing much, just where it comes off for the M56. But we've got this cracking sunrise at the moment. I don't know if you can see it. You got the clouds being lit up red, and it looks like mountains upside down, if you know what I mean. It's the only way to describe it. But this road closure, there's nothing come on the overhead saying it's closed. We've had a sign saying junction 15 in so many minutes and junction 14 in so many minutes. Now if it was going to be shut, I'd expect the junctions to start to get busy around about now, like, you know, for Sandbach onwards. people would be coming off to divert it. But here we go, we got another sign now saying it's junction 15, 16 minutes, junction 14, 26 minutes. So junction 12, 36 minutes. So it's showing no delay on that. It's a good thing, which means that it is open. We're coming up to junction 16. This junction's not busy at all. This road's got to be open because this is, so basically the A500 goes around Stoke-on-Trent, but it goes like a bypass sort of thing. So you can come off at junction 16 and come all the way around the junction 15 on a dual carriageway. But that also takes you onto the A50 then, which takes you, follow that right the way across to the M1. So if you're heading south, and it's a problem with the M6, you'd come off here, you go around there, pick up the A50, and then you'd follow that over to the M1, or pick up the A38 if you're going to Birmingham, to avoid this, rather than picking up the A34 here. Well, you could pick up the A34 here and follow it down to junction 14 if you wanted to, but you got to go through a lot of built up areas. It's a lot of traffic lights and everything, and it's not going to be any faster. So you'd probably take the A500, then come off of the A34, which is the last junction before you come up to junction 15. So as that junction is very, very quiet, I can see that this is more likely going to be open, because if it was going to be closed, it'd be closed at the next junction, which is junction 15. So that's good news that that junction's quiet, because that, if it was me, I'd be coming off there. I wouldn't go down to junction 15 and come off, because that's going to be a lot busier. Literally, as you come off a junction, you go left, and then you got 150 yards, 200 yards, maybe a little more. You got another roundabout, which you go straight across and join that round A500. So that causes congestion built up. You know what I mean? So that would take ages, because obviously you got traffic coming from other ways. If they're coming down, they're going to be circling back on themselves on that roundabout. You know what I mean? So that would be the better choice to come off at. To divert. A good example of how you think the M6 runs straight south. It doesn't, because the sun rises in the east and we're heading just a bit northerly east of that, so we're not heading in a southerly direction, because obviously we're heading to where the sun rises, and everybody knows the sun rises in the east. So then it'll bend around then, and then we'll continue in a southerly direction. So, and then you could even go the other way, so we head west and then head south again. So it's generally heading in the south direction, but you're not heading south all the time. Like for there, a good couple of minutes we were heading east, and we still technically are heading east, because we got the sunrise straight in front of us, so we're heading like a southeast at the moment. We got junction 15 coming up. There's no sign of it saying it's shut, so that is a good sign. Wolverhampton, 31 miles, 32 minutes. That means there's a little bit of traffic in there. We're going to expect that to be built up anyway. We're calling for fuel before then anyway. So there's no queue here whatsoever. I'd expect it, especially half a mile off, that the cones would be out and everything, saying that the motorway was shut. But nothing, which is a very good sign, which means we're going straight through. And as you can see, we're actually heading more in a northeast rather than an east direction. We'll curl around then. So it comes around as we turn in. So it should be on our left hand side, sunrise, if we're heading south. You can see we got a long right hand bend now. All of a sudden, that is now pretty much on our left hand side, which means we're heading in a southerly direction. So we're heading back south again now. So that's all fueled up, 350 litres later. So we were going to fill up in Hilton Park. However, it was such a massive queue, and as we came down the Franklin, but it was a queue in here as well. So it was like one of them things, right? Up, you got to wait in the queue. So yeah, it is what it is. We needed diesel. If we pushed on and Strencham didn't have diesel, then we would have been getting a bit low on it. As we only had around about 100 litres left in the tank, and it may sound a lot. I wonder if that's the police going over there. Cracks me up sometimes. Little sign on the back saying police. Anyway, we're gonna make our way down now. We'll have a break on the way down, and then we carry on into Avonmouth, get this machine off, and then see what the rest of the day unfolds at. That hasn't been a bad week, I gotta be honest with you. It's been an enjoyable week. Been a hard working week as well, like, you know what I mean, with putting the outriggers out and putting them back in because they do weigh a ton. And doing that a few times a day, it does take it out to do, like. And by the end of the day, you just want to crash out of bed, like, you know, you're burnt out. It's quite a bit of effort moving in big stuff. But we got a nice little machine to finish off with. Well, the last couple of machines have been nice to finish off with, the dozer and everything like that. So it's been a nice end to the week. Manic at the start, and then thing. But we managed to get it all done, which is a good thing. So we've tipped that machine off. That's the final load of the week. So that's all we got to do is travel back to the yard now. So we're heading up the coast road, because the M49 tends to be a bit busy. So we'll head off up there, and then back to the yard, pack everything away, and then go home for a nice deserved weekend, and then do it all again on Monday. Yay! Anyway, if you haven't done so already, let's try to push. We're coming up to 600 subscribers now when I'm recording this, so let's try to push this channel a bit more. If you haven't subscribed already, it's free to do so. Just click on that subscribe button, or the notification bell, or whatever it is. You know what to do anyway. Click on that, and let's push this channel to 1,000 subscribers. Let's hit that goal. That's going to be our next goal, is 1,000 subscribers. And then looked like M49 was still shut. Anyway, let's put this channel to 1,000 subscribers, and then I say that'll be our next target. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And if you could help us out, just like and share. That'll be really much appreciated. That'll help push the channel out there as well. This staff's doing better. But if you could, if you could like and share, comment, do the whatnots, the usual stuff, that'd be really much appreciated. It'll help our channel grow. And obviously then, if you, like I said just now, let's get this channel to 1,000. Let's, even if you just briefly watch it, you know, every now and then, just subscribe. You don't have to watch my videos, just subscribe, but really watch my videos. Anyway, until next time, have a good one, keep safe, and we'll see you all again in the next video. Bye bye.